How is it going, everyone? And we are back for another race. We're off to watch the Tier 2 drivers tonight as they head into round 19 as they're off to Austin, USA, Circuit of the Americas. How's it going, everyone? Let us know who's in the chat at the moment and let us know your predictions for tonight. Really looking forward to this one, and it's really close to the end of the season now. And as you can see by the screen, we've got a little bit of a Christmas vibe going on because obviously it's winter now. You know, it's Christmas in a few weeks, so we thought we might get on the old spirit here at TTM. So yeah, let us know who's in the chat at the moment, guys. And we'll be getting started at around 20 minutes time. In the meantime, we're going to have a little chat. Well, Josh isn't here at the moment. Josh will be here, hopefully, within around 5 to 10 minutes. I think Josh will be in here. But until then, I'm just going to waffle about some Tier 2, about how they've been getting on recently. Last time out, they headed to Japan. And yeah, Liam Allen got his second win here at TTM. He was absolutely stoked with that one, so he should be. Acewatch got on the podium for the third consecutive week. Had a really good race. Managed to finish second this time. He's been finishing third a lot. GB292 got that's his first podium. As he got promoted up to third place after Choco, who is a new driver here at TTM. To be fair, they actually raced earlier this season at the Zandvoort with these Tier 2 guys. But he's joined so late that it's unfair to include him with points. So we basically excluded him from the points, and that has allowed GB292 to get third place, which is exceptional from the Pacifico Porsche driver. Stevie JD, another name up there who's been very, very good recently. He managed to take P4 after an incredible drive the last few races. He got that second place out at Monza. He's been on the charge, and Leg, I think that's Leg's best finish as well. So we're getting some of the guys who you wouldn't maybe expect to see at these higher places earlier on this season actually really having good results now and showing what their worth is as we're coming to the end of the season now. It is make or break for these drivers as we're heading into season 2 in the start of next season. And we're cutting off Tier 4. So basically, it's going to allow only the best drivers to make it through. We're going for quality over quantity. And it's not all about fast drivers. It's mostly about drivers that can keep it on the track and keep it clean at the end of the day. And which these guys are really trying to show what they're capable of. And it's great to see. Tier 2 last week was a bit of a sloppy race. There's quite a few DNFs there, as you can see on screen. However, points are there to be taken, and if the drivers who are driving clean keep it clean and whatnot, there's easy points there to be taken. Some big names out of the equation there of the top 5, including the names of Deezy, Shifty, and Jerry. All those drivers didn't manage to get into the top 5. Viper as well. He didn't have a very good race. So these big drivers not having a good race has really allowed some of these other drivers to step their game up and show what they're really worth. So yeah, SDC finished P7 after contact with Jerry on the safety car restart. Jerry finished, where is he on screen? Down there in P12 after he made a mistake on the race restart. Similar to what happened back in Baku. Tyres weren't quite warm enough on the restart, and then the tyres lit up, and he ended up hitting a wall, got a red wing, and it caused almost a little bit of a domino effect for the drivers behind. So yeah, it was quite a messy race, can't lie. We've got a new driver there as well, SFS B French, had a very good race. Didn't pick up any penalties, which I'd like to mention, but they got tangled up with the Zanzer Honda driver Bradley Johnson earlier on in the race, so that kind of jeopardised that whole race, to be quite honest. But nevertheless, some really interesting results there, and it was a very entertaining race last week, to say the least. So we're going to go have a little look at the drivers' standings as we're getting so close to the end of the season now. Jerry is still leading that championship by a fair few points. Deezy there in second place. He wasn't able to capitalise on Jerry's mistake after he got tangled up with Jerry. So that's really, it didn't really make too much of a difference. He still made points on Jerry. However, he could have done with a win there, which he could have probably got. Shifty there in P3 after scoring no points, getting DNF'd on the first lap by Choco, which was super unfortunate. And I must say that Choco and Easy Rider won't be competing in today's race or for the rest of the season. Getting my pipe still sat there, P4. He's been holding that P4 for the majority of the season now after having a very good start to the season. Hasn't been able to manage to make much positions or lose any. Liam had him working their way up to P5, passing their teammate after their win last time out. Sitting there with 161 points. So not many points now separating him and getting my pipe. Could he be a threat to getting my pipe coming to the end of the season as we're coming into the last few rounds now? Viper sat there in P6 with Ace Watch in P7, Chizu P8, GBT92 in P9, and Rebel rounding up the top 10. Now, last but not least, we have a little look at the constructors, and the constructors is very dominant from the McLaren Shark Sim drivers, and I haven't done the maths, but I don't think it's far off. I think if they just get a decent set of points this round, I'm pretty sure they've won it. They're sat there on 425 points, which is really, really impressive. UTEP Brawn drivers sat there at 314. Bentley drivers are in P3 with 302, and then Equinox follow in P4. The only team to make a change from last week was the Zanza Honda Racing drivers, who have moved their way out of P10 up into P9. I am going to check. How do I get rid of this? Oh, I've lost what I'm doing. I'm going to check now to see if Josh is ready. Let's have a little look who we got in chat. We've got Chizu saying, get these snowflakes off my screen. No, mate, we can't be doing that. You've got to be getting into Christmas vibes. TTM are all about that, you know. Where's the holiday spirit? In the bin. No, come on, guys. Get with it. It's December now. It's the 9th. It ain't far off from Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So, let's have a little look. 16 more sleeps to be precise, guys, so come on. Ain't far off. I'm going to have a little look, see if Josh is ready now, as I've not even got my Xbox Companion app open. He may have been trying to get me in a party, I'm not sure. He's not messaged me, however. Well, if I start a party, he should be able to join. Let us know who else is in chat, guys. We've got 9 of you in the chat at the moment. Let us know your predictions for today's race. And I think this one's going to be a blast, like last time. Put birthday thing up instead. Oh, it's your birthday. It's your birthday this Saturday, I think, isn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong. But no, we're not putting up your birthday. No chance. Hello, Ewan. How's it going? Rebel. It should be Mr. Steele. Let me check the tier 2 chat. Okay, Chizu's hosting. Yeah, Chizu, go for it, mate, host. Yeah, how's it going, guys? Who do we think is going to come out of the top 3 today? Who's looking very consistent the weeks before last week. Obviously, Jerry, DZ, Ace Watch being the familiar names up on that podium. This time round, who do we think is going to make it back up there? Could it be those 3 drivers, or could we see someone else? I know this track's very difficult. I've had a few raging moments on this, practicing myself. I just can't find the grip, to be honest. It is a really technical track. They've got the S's, quite like Silverstone in Sector 1, that can make or break you, to be honest. And it's really hard to put in a really good hot lap, to be honest. But race pace wise, I think it shouldn't be too bad, as long as you're sensible. But for a hot lap, it's going to be really, really hard to try and put a good lap in. I did think it was Saturday, so I did get it right, Chizu. I did get it right. If you think this is Christmassy, you wait till the live screen pops up in a minute when we get things going. Yeah, you're right, What's Waffle, aka Mr. TTM Shady. Their penalties do make a huge difference, as we saw in the Tier 3 race. There was a hell of a lot of penalties going out, and that really did decide the final positions. Jet Atom being someone who was right down the order, who didn't take any penalties, and managed to take P4. We had the likes of Sam, who had, I think, about 12-second penalties, and that's someone battling for the championship. So even the better drivers are really struggling to be able to not take these penalties. So I think, like Ewan says, I think, oh sorry, what Waffle says is less penalties could really get you some decent points here today. Ewan's gone DZ, Jerry, Ace Watch, so he's gone for them three that we've been seeing up on the podium quite a lot recently. Really interesting because this is really coming down to who's going to win the championship. So, yeah, this is really, really exciting now coming to the last few races here of the Tier 2 championship. Yeah, Daisy's really looking good now. He's into the last bit of the season. This is where his preferred tracks are. However, anything could happen. We could have rain, we could have penalties, anything could play a factor in today's race for any of the drivers, for that matter. Yeah, nice one, mate. I'm just joining now. Right, let's have a little look. Supposed to do that. Had a bit of a stinker there. Where is Josh at? Let us know who else is in the chat, guys. So I'm quickly doing something. I can't really multitask. Just trying to work out something. No idea. We're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. Could do a Josh jumping in now though. I'm going to go with the same top three, but flip Jerry and Deezy to be different. So, what Waffle has gone Jerry, Deezy, Ace Watch. Very interesting. Oh, speaking of man, here's Ace Watch himself. How's it going, buddy? Ace Watch, how are you feeling for this race? And Chizzo as well. How are you guys feeling? And whoever else, what other tier 2 drivers are in here, let us know. Strong track for Ace Watch. Oh, love to hear the confidence. Oof. Getting into the 129s. Jeez, man, like. Oh, mate, I like this confidence. Chizzy, on the other hand, doesn't like it. Hopefully, we can see Chizzy make it round qualifying in the race without DNFing like in Japan. He's gonna hate me for that one. What other tier 2 drivers are in the chat at the moment, guys? Let us know what you think. How you think you'll do. Hey, I have to give you a warning if you keep speaking like that to the streamer. Can't be having that foul language. Welcome to Austin TTM, the American himself. I think what's Waffle. I think. Oh, I don't want to get him. I don't want to say he's American and he might be Canadian or something. I can't remember. Let me quickly check the licenses. That's always a good way out of it. I could really step on some toes there. I know that's like the worst thing you can do. Is get a Canadian and American mixed up. No, what's Waffle is American. We've got 2 Americans in the chat at the moment. Chizu bins at lap 6. Yes, Dave, that's what we're talking about. Binnage from Chizu anyway, not from everyone else. Chizu's not Chizu. Josh has just invited me to a party. How do I get into his party? Oh, Josh, I don't know if you can hear me, mate, but I need you to jump in my party. I can't get it to work. Where are you, Josh? Invite to party. That should work, I think. Let's have a little look how many drivers got confirmed for today. 17 drivers confirmed for today. Ah, here he is. The man himself. How's it going,
You
buddy?
alright?
Yeah, not bad. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good, good, good. Just waffling to these guys. I'm out of waffle now, so you joined in the right time because I was sort of running out of things to say. Yeah. How do you think this race is going to play out, Josh? No? Oh, I think we lost him. RIP. Didn't last long. Chizu, sort the thing out so it's not Australia and it's USA, please, buddy. Oh, he's back. He's back. Can you hear us, Josh?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, mate. I don't know what happened there. I
Alright.
had a bit of a technical issue. I was saying, how do
You
you
have
think
technical
this?
issues. I don't believe that.
You know me, mate. I was going to say, how do you think this race is going to play out, and who are your predictions for the podium?
Well, unlike Japan, which we had last week, this is a track that you can probably more easily overtake at. I know when I commentated on Tier 3 on Monday, we had, when it must have been like a 5 or 6 lap battle between two of the drivers in that tier. Um, so I think it's going to be less important about qualifying. Um, I reckon it's going to be between Jerry and DC. I feel like DC's been on quite good form recently, so I'm going to go with him. But we both know how quick Jerry is, so
Mm.
you can't ever write him out.
No, he's very consistent. Although he had a bit of a stinker last time, but apart from the odd race, and I'm talking like the odd race where Jerry has a bit of a stink, he's really consistent the rest of the time. So he is a very hard man to beat, and he'll be very consistent in Tier 1 next season as well, I think. But the likes of Ace Watch been in the chat a little while ago saying how confident he is for today's race. So he could be a driver that could take another win. He's only had, I think, 2 wins so far this championship, so he could possibly
Yeah,
take another one. It all comes down to I think Watts Waffle said a little while ago, penalties as well. Penalties played a huge factor in the Tier 3 race on Monday, didn't they,
yeah,
Josh? As you
100%,
commentated.
100%. Yeah, it's going to be important to try and minimise those penalties, but it's so difficult around here. You've got that S section in Sector 1, which, it's so easy to
Mm.
clip one of those apexes a bit too much, and then even through parts of the rest of the lap, like the penultimate left-hander, it's so easy to either cut too much on the entry or take too much on the exit. So yeah, it's going to be crucial to try and keep those penalties down to a minimum.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's definitely penalty central here at Austin. The S is like you say, very easy done. But unlike last year, I think a lot of the curbs are more flattened this year, so you can use the curbs a little bit more. But that also exploiting those curves a little bit more can give you the risk of a penalty. So it's interesting. You want to try and get the maximum out of the track, but at the same time, you've got to kind of play it safe because at the end of the day, I think having penalties at the end it will cost you a lot. But like
Yeah,
Jared Tatum on Monday, he didn't take no penalties and jumped up to fourth. So
yeah, that was a great race from him. I think he was down in like 7th on track and then gained 3 positions. So yeah, it's going to be crucial to try and. I think it's going to be difficult not to take any penalties,
mm,
but try and keep it down to just 3 seconds worth.
yeah, especially the likes of controller users like yourself. I think it must be so hard going through those S's, not having that much control of the steering. I don't know how you guys do it, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah,
Crazy.
definitely. I did some practice earlier and it was definitely a bit sketchy.
Yeah, I'm not enjoying it. I did some practice earlier and gave up pretty much straight away. I was getting really peed off with it.
Yeah, I started doing time trial and then I saw DW's time and I just
Oh
couldn't
man,
get
I
anywhere
saw
near it,
that.
and I was
I,
sad.
I
And then,
just, I didn't even bother, mate. I saw that. I thought, you know what, I'm out. What is that time?
and then I was just like, oh well, I'll just go do Grand Prix mode where at least I'm the best driver there.
Right, guys, well, we're about to get started now. Actually, everyone's in the lobby, so I'm going to jump onto the intro now that our man Shifty has made, the McLaren Shark Sim Racer. I'm sure you guys have all seen it by now, but it is a must-have. So enjoy this, and by the time we come back, we should be ready to go. Enjoy.
And we're away here in Catalonia, here in Barcelona, and Summer Jam gets a great start.
Oh, what a slide!
That makes a move, but Errol's still up the inside. Oh, no, it's almost 50-50 goes on. Liam Hannon, Jane keep it. They make it sit around the outside, and he dives around the outside, and Sam does it. What a move!
Oh no, look at Jerry! Oh, out of nowhere!
Oh my gosh, and we have a battle for the lead, and Pickles has done it. I was so wrong. And there's a change for the lead on the final lap.
And there we have it. There is the intro, and we're getting ready up now as we're on the loading screen coming into short qualifying as we're off to Austin, Texas for round 19 of the Tier 2 Championship. Really close to the end of the season now, and it is coming down to really vital points now for these drivers. Let's have a little look who else we've got the chat. We've got Wong Don. How's it going, buddy? I think he's completely waffling and lost his head by the looks of it, by all them comments. But how are you doing? Would you reckon wet? And it's going to be any wet spells, Josh?
I reckon today it'll be dry. I
All
reckon
dry.
in our race tomorrow there'll be a little bit of rain.
Oh,
but
it bloody won't be. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the rain. I'm getting better at the rain, but it's just boring races, I find. You just can't do nothing.
yeah, it is. Yeah. But yeah, like you were just saying, it's crazy to think that we've only got 4 races left.
Yeah, it's mental. Mental. Yeah, it's gone so quick. I remember being in a mini-series with you and going on about, oh, we've got season 1 starting soon. Oh, I can't wait for that. Now it's now the hype season 2. Like,
Yeah.
all talk season 2. But yeah, it's crazy, man. Crazy. Right. Gonna get the widgets up and running. I hope they work. I think Jerry's been having problems with them, but hopefully they work for me. Because I'm
Yeah.
always the one who has
Yeah,
problems.
the tier 3 curse.
Yeah, it does. And tier 4 has never had it. Like, tier 4 is proper cursed. Come on, guys. We got this. Loading them up now. We're going for it. Right. Let's have a little look. You like the Christmas effect, lads? We're going full Christmassy. Got the snow, we've got the baubles. Cool, look at everyone coming out already. And we've got the graphics working. Banging.
Jesus. Well, I wonder why everyone's coming out now. Unless there's rain coming, but it doesn't look like there is.
Let us know in the chat, guys. Do you reckon there's rain coming? Or are these guys all just eager beavers wanting to get out of the track straight away? Well, both McLarens following each other. Carrying through the S's now. That bit I hate. Where Shifty went through just now. I hate that bit. I always
What,
try
was
and
that
take
the
it.
run up the hill, like the left-hander?
Yeah, the last left-hander of the S's.
Oh, yeah, that's horrible, because, like,
Oh, it's
you want it
terrible.
to be flat, but it's just not, and it annoys me how, like, all the F1 drivers in real life can just, like, run as wide as they want. But
Yeah,
here,
and we
you go, like,
can't.
a millimetre over. Bam.
Invalidation. You have been denied. We got Nicky Moores in the chat chanting, "Let's go, Jerry." Love to see it. Who else are you guys cheering for today? Who do you want to take the big W here at the US Grand Prix? Right, I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna stick with Shifty.
I'm on board with DC. There's a lot of cars behind DC though that are all quite packed together,
Yeah, there is.
which I wouldn't want to be in that little train.
No, I don't think they timed that very well, to be honest.
No. But DC's got pretty much a clear track ahead of him.
Well, Shifty's gone for his lap now. He's just gone around the first hairpin, which is turn 1. Looking clean so far. Oh, it just makes me angry, this part.
Yeah.
Shifty looks so smooth going through there, to be fair.
Yeah. On that right hand as well, I never know how to approach whether to take like a tight line in or keep it wide to try and like straighten my run through it. It's
Of course,
horrible.
if you don't know, then we're all screwed if you don't know. Could Shifty get a little bit of tow here with DZ? What do you reckon?
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but I think he might just be outside of that dirty slipstream sort of effect.
Well, it's looking very clean so far for both of the McLaren Shot Sim races. And I don't think there's a gap for a change between them, so they might be on very consistent laps. As Acewatch put a 130.1 in to set the benchmark. Zero DC goes 131.0 and she goes 131.7.
I don't know if they might be running some more fuel, but yeah, that's a good lap from Acewatch.
It is. He said he's very confident here at the US. He's really confident, he's saying. So, it'll be interesting to see how he does. GB292 has just done a lap with 1 minute 33 on the mediums. The man who got his first podium last time out to take P3 at Japan. Jerry goes with a 130.5. Shizu's coming around now. As he's on his lap. Let's see where this places him. As he's coming around the final corner now. He goes P6. GBC92 is going through the gravel, getting out of the way there for everybody else. Stevie JD, the man who come P4. Stevie JD's been in form recently, Josh. It's great to see one of our oldest drivers in the Tier 2 Championship. Really looking good the last few races. So, yeah, I'm rooting for Stevie. Thank you there, Ewan, for dropping another subscription here at TTM. Much appreciated, bro. It really does help us. Thank you there.
And Stevie's just going around the final corner.
Oh, I got a bit of dirty air there. Steel, but that does put him up to P8.
Decent up there.
Not bad at all. Viper, could he be using no traction control again this week? I know he's trying it to get into Tier 1, but having no traction control last week really did get him involved with quite a few instances. He invalidates there around the penultimate corner as he's jumped straight into the pits. Doesn't want none of that. So I'm not sure if he's going to be using that today or not.
I looked from when he was coming to the pits that he kind of lost it, so I would think probably he's not using it. I think so.
Oh, you think he isn't using it?
No, I don't think he is.
Oh, isn't using traction control? Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Let's have a little look, see who else we can find. Who do we reckon? Shifty's back out on a lap. Oh, sorry, he's on an out lap at least. Cat's up there in P4. Nice lap there from Cat. Shifty ain't hanging about though. He's going out for. Actually, to be fair, I think he stayed out on those tyres. Yeah, he stayed out on those tyres. It's interesting when people do that. I never understand why people stay out for like more than one hot lap on a set of tyres.
See,
Do you do that?
I'd normally do it if, like, so my run plan normally is go out on the mediums, and then I either do like, I feel like it just kind of gets your eye in for the conditions, because you're gonna get, I think most tracks you can get like 4 laps in if you do like go out for 2 laps and then do 1 lap on 2 runs, if that makes sense.
I see what you mean, yeah.
But sometimes it's just good
so you're saying do like 2 laps on the medium to start with, get a feel for it,
yeah,
and then do 3 hot laps on 3 sets of softs. Is that what you're saying?
No, so like, as Cheesy just misses the pits. Love to see it there. What I'm saying is like, so I'll use softs as an example. I'll come out, start a quali, do 2 time laps on the softs, and come in, and then I should still have time for 2 more laps, but on 2 new sets.
Right, I see.
Because I prefer to like sort of build the lap up and then the last lap be everything I've got.
Yeah, I see what you mean. And at least at the very last lap, there's going to be more rubber laid, so it's going to be more traction and whatnot. So that's the best time to do your main lap as such, isn't it? Who's going to come around first, Deezy or Jerry? You know what, I want to stick with Jerry for this one. I think Deezy's about to start their lap now, Josh.
Yeah, I'll jump on board. See if he can improve. Currently nearly 9/10 behind Acewatch, so he'll want to be closer than that.
As soon as Jerry's done his lap, we'll jump on with Ace, which I think he's just left with pits. Who are we missing? We're missing Getting My Pipe. That's who we're missing. Who hasn't confirmed for us either, which is a bit of a shame. I don't know what's happened to him recently. He's not really been the old Getting My Pipe that we once knew, to be honest. Real shame. Jerry looks like he's got GB292 in the way. I don't know. Oh, he's getting out of the way there for him, to be fair. He goes purple in sector 1. So Jerry looks like he's on a good lap for now. Steve JD getting out of the way there for him too. So he does currently hold the purple sector 1 over any other driver. See how he progresses through sector 2 as he's going down the long back straight now. And to be fair, he got the entry very nicely at a nice exit 2. So
DC's just put in a purple sector 2.
Interesting, so it is really getting neck and neck now. See how Jerry does. He's nearly 2/10 off of the leader at the moment, which is Acewatch. He really needs to put a good sector 3 in here to make that up. Yeah, I think for tomorrow, for myself, I'm not focused on the hot lap. I'm focused more on the race pace. I think for tomorrow it's really hard to put a good lap together. What have you found, Josh?
Deuce goes up into P2 and you're 0.24 seconds behind Acewatch, so good luck there. And Jerry
not far off
just
DC at all.
missing out.
Nearly 100th off of DC. Very, very close. Shifty out on a lap. Let's see if Acewatch is out on a lap. Because Acewatch is just getting ready for their lap, I believe. Oh no, I think they've already gone for a lap. But I think they must have backed off.
Yeah, invalidated it.
Cat and Leg right up there in P4 and P5. Great to see for the Duotone GT40 drivers.
Yeah, at the moment it looks like there's a sort of pack forming with the top 3 and then about half a second gap to then like the midfield.
I do that, Dave, so you guys can see who I'm on board with. If you see the little ticker on the left, it's Shifty just invalidates there, going around the penultimate corner. Really unfortunate there. Yeah, I'll keep that on so you guys can see who I'm focusing on, and I can watch the live screen, and I can see the delta times a lot better that way. Basically better for you guys because I was running off the telemetry from our custom telemetry before, and it wasn't very accurate. So he's on about the. Oh, that one. Yeah, that needs to go. I don't know why that's on there. My bad. GP292 goes up to P8. Viper jumps up to P4.
Well, that's good luck from Viper. Ace Watch has gone for another lap after his first failed one.
Let's stick on board with him. This is the man currently on pole. We have just over 5 minutes remaining of this session. Can he hold on to that pole? To be honest, I think he's going to either improve it or someone's going to improve it, because that was the first lap that was submitted. The very first lap of this session was submitted, and that was 1:30.1. So
Yeah,
I'm sure it's got to be improved. It must do. Oh, he bins
he
it!
loses it!
Well, not bins
Oh,
it,
that's
but
such a shame.
super shame there from Ace Watch. But getting out of the way, that doesn't take damage.
Yeah, he'll get back into the pits and can go for a final run.
Yeah, he needs to go out for the final. He needs to get on with it. Who can we find out on a lap? Good to see Cat Leg up there. Good for them. Buzzing for them guys. Hopefully they can stay out there. 50 coming out of the pits.
Ace Watchers spun it again. It's so annoying when you get those tyres hot though, and then you just can't point it in a straight line.
He's coming to the pits now. So Bradley Johnson's retired. Why is that? Is that because he's given up early, or has he binned it? What do you reckon?
Well, the only yellow flag I'm seeing is I think Viper going slowly. Yeah, strange there.
Jerry's still in the pits, Dee's still in the pits, Ace watching the pits, Viper coming in, Leg in the pits. I'm sure Cat will be coming in the pits now as well. Liam had on an outlet. We're about to see on the map. Okay, so we've still got about half a lap left. Who should we jump on board with? Chizzer and them still. So, have a little battle out on track.
I think Cat's on a lap.
He's on for another one, is he?
Yeah, I think so. It looks like a hot lap
Yeah, it
mate.
does look like it. Yeah, he's gone for another one. Let's see how he gets on. Currently sits at P6 with 131 flat. Can the Jotun GT40 driver improve? Great to see.
Good job, Darren.
Just went wide there.
It's very deep there.
Thank you so much to LMB for dropping a subscription to the TTM channel. It's much appreciated, mate. That is one of our TL1 commentators, so really appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, now we've got the top three coming out on the outlaps.
Yeah,
Ace Watch at the moment, the first in the queue.
Oh, it's all happening now. Great to see. It's going to be interesting. Who do you reckon is going to be able to take pole today?
I think if Ace Watch can improve his time, I think he's a good shout, because the other two have to improve by... Say if Ace Watch improves regardless, they've still got to improve by 2.5 tenths more, which is a fair bit to find. So I'm probably going to say Ace Watch, but you know, you never know.
Yeah, it does look like it could be Ace Watch, however. Does Deezy and Jerry have something up their sleeve that they haven't quite given yet? I mean, it's all or
Yeah, they
nothing
could-
now. This is what you got
Yeah,
one
they
more
could be-
chance, you know.
Yeah, they could be taking it easy through the S's, trying not to invalidate, whereas now they're just going to go for it. UK if they invalidate.
They're up there, you know, they're up there already. Like you say, it's not all about hot laps here. Race pace plays a huge factor, so they've already got a very good spot by the looks of it. And if they can improve on that, brilliant. Otherwise, no big deal, like, you know. Liam Haddon coming around the final corner now as he jumps up to P5 just behind his teammate. I am going to stick on board with Ace Watch. I haven't stuck on board with Ace Watch yet. So the current pole sitter is going for a lap. Going to get all that curb on the right to get a very nice swooping apex in there. Liam Haddon just getting out the way there for him. Coming around turn 2 now, long turn 2, which then turns into a left of the S.
I think DC's invalidated his lap.
Oh, I think Ace Watch went a little bit wide there. Don't think he meant to do that, but I don't think it should have cost him too much. To be fair, he's a 10th up, so yeah. Oh, he's invalidated though.
Joe's just done a purple sector 1 as well.
So Jerry is the only one apart from Viper. Shifty jumps up to P5. Can Jerry be the one to improve? Because the other lads, they will not be improving. They'll be staying exactly how they are. So Jerry goes purple in sector 1. That is a true purple there.
And he's getting slipstream off Liam as well.
Yeah, he is. He's done well there to take the slipstream.
Coming through sector 2.
So
He doesn't go purple, but he's up on his time.
He's 8,000ths off of the pole time at the moment. So this is so close. So close. He needs to get to this sector 3. It's perfect. To be able to snatch pole off of Ace Watchers. That is a checkered flag now for the qualifying session. Jerry's now coming around the final corner. Can he take pole off of Ace Watch as he runs wide? Oh, how does he not?
Jerry got
Pole! Oh, incredible time. What a time there from Jerry.
He's so lucky he didn't invalidate on that.
I don't know how did he not invalidate? I have no idea. He went so wide on that final corner. Shifty's in the wall. What's happened to him? Can Viper improve? No, Viper's done as well, isn't he? No. Is he? No, he is done. His ERS isn't on, so he's not really sending it. Stevie JD out on a lap at the moment. 5/10 off of the leader. Let's see if he can improve, as he currently sits in P12. Shizu's worked his way up to P8. Legged Cat, though, still looking pretty good up there in the top 10. We've got Nicky Moores in the chat, really soaked there for Jerry. He's been cheering Cherry on from the very, very start.
Yeah, what I like there for Jerry, just to nip pole by the smallest of margins.
Oh, Stevie JD ran wide, but he hasn't validated. He must have lost out on a bit of time there, so the game didn't validate him.
And went wide again there.
It was 7/10 of his time anyway, so... well, I think that's it, Josh. That is. Yeah, I couldn't believe that. Jerry was so lucky not to invalidate there, but it's what it is. He managed to do it. The game didn't say no, so fair play to him. Great result there from the Equinox driver. If you'd like to do the honours, Josh.
Yep, so we got Jerry lined up on pole with Ace Watch in second, DC missing out by about 3/10 in third, with Viper in fourth, Shifty in fifth, with Liam Hannon in sixth, TTM Leg in seventh, with Cheesy behind in eighth, Leg's teammate Cat is in ninth, GP292 is in 10th, and then with the free choice of tyres we've got Rebel, Stevie JD in 12th, M Still 13th, Small Hands 14th, Strikers in 15th, Bradley Johnson in 16th, and then rounding off our tier 2 we have SFSB French
Yeah, very
in
nice.
17th.
It's going to be an exciting race, guys, but as we always do, the TTM tradition is we jump in a 5-minute break so we can go grab a drink or go use the toilet or whatnot. So this is your time, guys, to go and do what you got to do. But make sure you're back in 5 minutes. We'll be getting started, and you do not want to be missing this race. It's going to be a really exciting race. But in the meantime, I'm going to treat you guys with the Season 2 trailer for TTM. That will be starting in 2021. So if you haven't already seen this, guys, please enjoy. Five red lights, and we're away here. DW wins in Monaco.
What is this P1?
What a drive, what a drive.
I want to see a show from you, Ted. You're top in the group here.
As Dynamic is coming round to finish up the race. Up the inside! He's done it! Oh, Brenda, get in! This is Daisy! Alistair as well! Come on! We are 8 months into this though. So I think it's fair to say we're only just getting started. I would like to welcome you to a whole new aspect of league racing. This season in TTM, we are going to make it as realistic as possible, which is why we are going to be introducing the following. Simulation damage. This could include punctures or DRS failures throughout your league races. Skill-based tiers, so there'll be wheel-to-wheel action in all our races and anyone can take that win. We will now be running a 15-race season voted by you guys. We could have the tracks of the likes of Austria, Canada, Singapore, Australia, Britain, Belgium, Spain, Brazil, Holland or plenty more. Introducing a rebranded name, Top Tier Motorsport. Our Tier 1 has now been called the Top Tier, who will be running the F1 2020 cars, and the rest of the tiers will be running multiplayers like they always have done. We have team engineers who will be managing the overall constructors of all our tiers. A financial structure has been incorporated into the league, so teams can get penalties or driver transfers. As we are running an overall constructors, the lower tiers will have names very similar to the real F1 teams. TTM Fantasy League, where each week you can choose the drivers that you think will perform the best on that week. There will be the overall constructor that you can choose as well, and I must give credit to BFR Super Jelly Dog for this amazing idea. And finally, reserve drivers have made a comeback, but they can only reserve for their overall team. Full Quali has made its first appearance here at TTM. We've never done this before. This will allow drivers to try a different compound in Q2 so they can try a different strategy for the race. Now we have skill-based tiers, it really gives all drivers an opportunity to get into Q3. Are you ready for Top Tier Motorsport Season 2?
Hello everybody, and today we are at the Circuit of America as our tier coordinator from North America is gonna take you for a hot lap here, as we have 20 corners here and it makes its debut here at 2012 with some really good racing. It has some really long straights and really nice bends into the corners, and it's really high speed at some points. As we're going to look at how his TTM Dave is doing as he's crushing the straight finishing line, and a little bit of uphill here actually, where you can't just see the apex. Use all the curves on the right side there. Listen, a little bit of the apex there. Stays close to the right here, and then we're coming into this beautiful section of the S's where you really need to nail those curves, every single one of them. Black box, you're turning in part to the left, a little bit ease down one shift and then ease on the throttle, and as soon as you feel the rear of your car has the power to throttle, then you put it down. Brake it a little bit behind the 100 meter board and take a late apex here, as Dave is doing here currently. Another back straight, really good opportunity to take over here in these tier races this week. coming into this corner, brake at the F1 bar marker bar, hit that apex, he did it perfectly, upshift to 5th, down to 3rd, really smooth on the throttle here, because you really can spin out your car here, up to 5th, down to 3rd, I go down to 2nd to hit that apex, so I don't go as wide as Dave is doing here. Then this really fast right hander stays close to the right side, so there's less track in these corners. Downshift 2 times at the black box, full on the throttle again, and then you want to hit this apex again on the left side, which Dave is doing perfectly. Wow, what a lap. Thank you for submitting your clip, and thank you for doing your awesome job here at DTM. Back to the commentary box, and have a great tier race all. Like and subscribe.
And we're back, and sorry it was a little bit longer than 5 minutes, but we had to get that hot lap video in there because I forgot from the start, silly old Tez. But we are just about ready now to get started. I'm going to let them know ready now. I'm going to let them know ready now. I can't even speak. I'm going to let them know that we are ready now, I should say. Right. Here we go. The countdown is on. 30 seconds until we get started here. Oh, I'm buzzing for this. I wonder if this... carry on.
Seeing as I did qualify, I'll let you do the 5 lights.
Alright, mate. Let's go way over dramatic for this one.
Yeah, got to make, you know, a good intro for the top 10 moments next week.
I noticed that. I noticed that. Here we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And we're away here for round 19 of the US Grand Prix here at the Tier 2 Championship. Hannon gets a great start as he's moved up a few places, but Ace Watch leads from Jerry, and it looks like it's at the inner tank. It's now Chizu up the inside. Almost contact there between him and the Brawn car, but it looks pretty good so far. So we've got Equinox driver going a little bit wide, and that's one of the Duoto drivers. Who's that? Ars Leg, after qualifying so high up, has found himself in a problems early stages of this race. Rebel there also going really wide as he got damage. Not too sure. Have you picked up on anything there, Josh? Not sure if Josh is there or what's happened to Josh. Looks so pretty good so far. We've got Rebel going defensive there on M Steel. Is M Steel going to make a move? We've got drivers everywhere. It is just an absolute cluster of drivers as Rebel looks up the inside there of M Steel, and it looks like his teammate GB292's made it past Stevie JD. However, Stevie JD's got the inside down for the right-hander, but can GB292 hold it around the outside? It looks like M Steel ahead, nearly clips the back of Rebel there, and yeah, GB292 has had to give the position there to Stevie. What have you found, Josh? Anything good?
I've just been sort of trickling up and down the field. You do keep breaking up a little bit, so if I'm a bit quiet, it's just because I don't want to.
Yeah.
Don't really know what's going on, but yeah, Ace Watch got an excellent start there, making moves. It's interesting to see as well. If you watch DC, I noticed through qualifying, a lot of them are using like going off onto the curbs when they're going to corners and stuff. Right. And I don't know, especially around here, if I'd be confident to do that.
No, everywhere. I don't know either. I don't know how slippy they can get, you know. But
I mean, I'm not a particularly big fan of doing it anyway. But the amount that like DC is pretty much all the way off the track coming into turn 1, like maximises.
Oh no,
turn.
Stevie's just hit the front nose there of Steel. I'm not sure if that was a racing incident or what happened there. That's super unfortunate. Sorry to cut you off there, Josh.
It's alright, it's alright.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, the curbs this year, they're quite flat, so they're not as steep as what they was. Stevie JD there making a move on Rebel by the looks of it. Is he going to make this move by the end of the straight? Looks like he does. He's looking at the inside. Very nicely done there. Can Rebel make the switch back? No, he cannot. So, yeah, but like you say, I don't know how risky that could be to do it for a whole race, like, you know, but... Not sure. GB292 all over the back of Rebel now. Huge rivalry between the Pacifico Porsches and the Intertech drivers, as it looks like one of the Intertech drivers now has had a bit of a mistake, but GB292 wasn't able to capitalise on it, but now he's got Cat on his gearbox. Having a little look-see. Small hands there too, so there's a nice little train forming up here. Jerry 2/10 behind Ace Watch. Is he going to make a move on this lap, or is he going to bide his time right? GB292
Yeah, on
Rebel.
the last lap he was very close down the straight, so I reckon this lap with DRS Jerry's going to be past. Shifty picks up a 3-second time penalty of today's race.
Rebel and GB292 having a nice battle there. A little switch back from Rebel coming into turn 1. Nicely done there. Let's have a little look, see who else. Yeah, we've got Chizu and Shifty again. They always seem to be neck and neck, these two.
Joe's going for a move on Ace Watch, race lead.
Oh, and he's done it. I missed it as well. Bugger. Is Ace Watch going to make a switch back here on Jerry though? As Chizu's worked his way up past Liam Hannon. Is Shifty going to have a look as well? Oh, they're getting so close. Shifty takes the wider line. Is he going to be able to make the apex through here? Not yet. As he's splitting the two UTEP drivers at the moment. Chizu looking strong in P4 after another great start. His starts have been phenomenal recently.
Yeah, now he's going to want to try and pull a gap from Liam, maybe try and close him on DC.
Rebel small hands pick up a penalty at the exact same time there. Oh, as Rebels under pressure now from Cat, as Cat looks up the inside of the Intertech Lupo driver, and that's a Giorgio GC40 driver up a position into the points. P10 now, but can Rebel do anything about it? I don't think he can. And that is Cat up into P10.
Yeah, already 4 drivers picking up time penalties, so you see how
Easy
difficult
done
it is around here to keep clean. And Jerry is pulling away from Ace Watch as well. He's broken that DRS gap.
Oh yeah, he has.
But I'm on board with Liam at the moment, looking to reclaim his 4th position. But I just don't think he's quite got enough speed.
No, I don't
down the
think
straight.
so.
So Shifty closes in.
Oh, there's
come on,
contact!
Shifty.
Oh no! That is
If I'd take
not
both of
ideal.
them.
Oh, it's not ideal there, but Shifty would have come out a little bit worse, really, because obviously, although there actually,
He's got wing damage as well.
oh, I think it might be lagging for me. I don't know if that's me lagging or him lagging. I'm not sure. Can you confirm
What,
that,
Liam?
Josh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's lagging.
Is he lagging? Is he okay?
Yeah, so I don't know
Guess
if
it's not me.
when I was on board with him when he got hit, it didn't look like he was lagging too bad. But
Well, it'll
obviously
be
for
interesting.
other
Obviously,
people-
Shifty would have been streaming, so I'm sure it'd be something maybe submitted later on as Shifty pretty much allows him past. There's not really a lot he can do.